21 next crew. How are we today? A little crooked? Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Now we're cooking. Hey, I'm Joel D, the place to be, and the place to be was in safety, maybe in a basement. Over the weekend, East Cocalico Township in Lancaster County, we had a tornado. Yeah, people thought it was maybe one. Now we know officially it is. Our Ed Russo is over there showing you some great images. We're going to bring in Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell right now to talk about it as well. Did you have the inkling that it probably was something more than just a thunderstorm?
Not looking at the radar, but after we saw the damage, definitely. And what happens in these situations, everybody's kind of their guards down because we get the gloomy weather. Here's a video of Ed showing you some of that damage. You get these very brief spin up tornadoes. They don't last very long. This was only maybe 500 yards at most, maybe 10 yards wide. So very, very small. But look at the destruction. It just happened to hit, unfortunately, right at that shed. Ed's pointing to some of that farther video or farther damage down in the video. So, yeah, that took out a shed, took out some trees. And then what they found, Joel D, was some of the storm damage went in the direction the shed went. And then if you look at this tree here, that went the opposite. So that tells us we have winds and some sort of rotation going away from each other. So that damage helps us figure out if it was a tornado. So that was a weak tornado, 80, maybe 85 mile per hour winds. Look at that. That's about 100 yards away, maybe a little bit more. So Ed's showing you the basic path. So, yeah, a lot of this stuff literally comes under the radar. You don't know it. And by the time they would have warned this, it would have been gone. It probably lasted, 20, 30 seconds, really, as it blew through there. So that was yesterday. We actually had a tornado warning today, briefly, in Mifflin County. And now tonight at this hour, we're under a severe thunderstorm watch for our southern counties. That's Franklin, Adams, and York. A lot of stuff coming up out of Maryland, out of the south. So I think I gave you a radar shot, too. Yeah, there you go. You can see some of those strong storms right along the Franklin, Adams County line. So Chambersburg, this is going to move northward into Newville, into Newburgh, some of those areas, western Cumberland County. So, yes, Jody.
I have a question.
Okay.
So I've lived here about 20 years, okay? Seems to me that when we happen to get tornadoes, they seem to be in the same location, more so than not, which is up that alley from the Maryland line up through Lancaster into Berks County. It seems like we get a few more there than others. Is it my imagination? Is that happening? Is there a reason?
Well, we had a meteorologist here years ago named Nate Wardle who studied at Millersville, and they actually did a study on this. And your inkling is not wrong, but the numbers don't play it out. So basically the theory is we had a mini tornado alley enhanced by the Chesapeake Bay. So we have Big Tornado Alley, which is enhanced by the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, in southern portions of our country, right? So you take that whole idea and scale it way down. Mid-eastern Lancaster County would be enhanced because of the Chesapeake Bay. So your inkling is correct. They also tend to be on the weaker side, as you imagine. But yeah, there is the possibility. And if you lay out the numbers, it doesn't quite justify that, but we definitely have that theory off the record.
Okay. Thanks for indulging me with that one. Appreciate it.
Wait, one more before you go. This whole thing is going to clear out, Joel D, midweek. So we do get better. The gloomy stuff will go away. Wednesday, Thursday's good. Friday, not so good, but the weekend's good. So that just wanted to leave you with some hope, some bright hope.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're like cheering on a tennis match. This side's good, this side's not. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
See you, bud.
All right. When we get to this, Turkey Hill was closed in E-Town today. Why? This is why. We had a crash. That truck went right in the front door. We don't know the situation why. Some of these recently, we've had some medical emergencies. For this one, we don't know exactly why. Nobody was hurt. They're not going to charge anybody at this one, but this is the entrance to the North Market Street, E-Town. One of the passersby, the witness there, giving us a feel for how that looks. Okay, on to this topic. I give you some backstory here. So in Philadelphia, there is a Barstool sports bar. Okay, that is Dave Portnoy, the owner, I guess, the founder of Barstool Sports. He's basically a billionaire at this point because he's been involved in so many things, and they have their tentacles in everything. Some sports gambling, They have different media outlets. He's a pretty funny guy, but he dabbles into politics and things like that as well. Well, at this place, if you get bottle service, so you're spending more money, they have this neon sign kind of thing. It's almost like you would see at the old time theaters, like a sign that you can just push letters into and physically hold it up. And then the girls that are working there, the waitresses, they hold this up and you get a sign. If you are one of their better clientele, which means that you're paying more. So you get a sign as well. So one of the people that was there over the weekend chose to put a very derogatory sign about Jewish people on there, using the F word. And the people working there were like, sure, there we go. We hold it up. So, I mean, there's a lot going on here. The people deciding that was okay, the people doing it, the people cheering it on, the person who decided to do it. So a lot happening. Dave Portnoy has a Jewish background. He said he was, disgusted by this. Didn't have to be Jewish to be disgusted by it, but he said that immediately he wanted to hear from these people. Apparently, the waitresses didn't have good responses as to what happened, why they did it. They were fired. The other two people involved, I don't know if they're just workers there or approved it or what have you. This is where it gets a little muddy because there's been an update this evening that this offer has been rescinded. But the initial offer was, instead of just firing these people, make it a teachable moment, is what Dave Portnoy says in this thing you're looking at from Instagram. One, by the way, was a Temple student, was one of them, suspended by the school. Because keep that in mind, folks, and parents, if you're watching this, your kids can get in trouble at the school for stuff that doesn't happen at the school. If stuff gets big and it looks bad, and then there's a code of conduct that is not within the school but happened and they can prove it, like, it's not good. And remember, anything you post, everybody can see it. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, Dave Portnoy wants to make this a teachable moment. He says, you know what? I want to send these two knuckleheads to Auschwitz, to where the concentration camp was, where so many Jewish people were killed during the Holocaust by the Nazis. And he said, if they go there, the museum now in Auschwitz, they can learn something from this. Maybe have an appreciation for the Holocaust and why it's not a punchline to say anything about the Jewish people when it comes to something derogatory. The anti-Semitism. He also said there's been a lot more lately in the past few years than before. Maybe it coincides with the war. Anyway, now apparently this person says it wasn't me. So it's getting muddy. And I think that the latest thing is that offer to go to Auschwitz to make that a learning moment has been rescinded because now those people might not be involved, or they're getting lawyers. Who knows? Speaking of lawyers, Justin Tucker might need a lawyer. I think he already has one. If you remember, over the past 6 months to 9 months, maybe a little bit less, he has been accused by multiple people who work at massage parlors or do massages as being inappropriate. Let's just say that. He has completely denied any wrongdoing. There's no actual charges, but there's been a lot of people, and it's not just one place, it's a number of places. So this has been hanging over Justin Tucker and the Ravens for a while. You're looking at, and then they got that guy. The guy on the right, I think that's the guy. Yeah, they drafted in the draft, or maybe the guy on the left. Either way, it's not Justin Tucker in those images. So when you draft a guy in the NFL, it means you're pretty much going to play. You don't waste a draft pick. So they drafted a kicker. That told you what was going to happen here. Justin Tucker, one of the best kickers ever. Yes, he had kind of a bad year last year. I wonder if some of this controversy was part of it, distraction. I have his jersey. I thought he was a safe pick. All these guys get in trouble or they get traded. I'm getting my kid a jersey. Justin Tucker, the kicker. Guy sings opera. His name is Squeaky Clean. You don't know. He's denying everything, and we do not have a court case that's going to make this clear. People don't understand anything. But sometimes distraction is enough for you to be let go from a job. And it looks like the Ravens are going in that direction. So once again, your conduct can come back and get you, even if it's not conduct that is real, that is proven, or happened at your place of work. I think that's what we're learning in today's episode here. Be careful what happens away from work. It can affect what happens at work or school or some other place. Once again, Justin Tucker, completely innocent at this point until proven guilty, and I don't know if we'll ever get to that point. But in the court of public opinion, it was tough to get past this. And looks like the Ravens have bailed on that because he has been released. Now, it means any other team can pick him up. And that happened actually something similar last year. McManus, I believe was his name, the Washington football team in the NFL picked him up. He had some allegations against him that he was, didn't do things right, a cruise or a flight or something like that. They let him go. It was proven later that the person lied or had no evidence, whatever. So he was free to come back to another place. And another team, the Kansas City Chiefs, picked him up late in the season. So you can come back from this as long as you can clear your name, but without a court case or anything else, I don't know how he's going to clear his name on this one. It's going to be tough, but it works out for everybody. And the Ravens are going to have a rookie kicker for a pretty good team trying to make this happen. It's worked in the past for some teams, not for others. There is your Justin Tucker update. He is now a free agent. Your team could have Justin Tucker, but would the fans accept that? Interesting stuff. All right, guys, you had a little bit of weather, a little bit of everything. This is your Monday on 21 Next. Keep in mind, get those notifications going. So when we're on, you know it. And then you can join us for this all the time. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great week. And when it comes to the weather, it's boop, 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 up and down, not so good, then great. Hang in there. We'll see you.